Hi there, it's Hallie Crawford with HallieCrawford.com Career Coaching. So this is the third in a series of videos called 5 Steps to Reinventing Yourself to Identify Your Ideal Career. So today we're on step 3. And step 3 is to adjust your resume and cover letter to reflect your new career direction. So in this step, it's time to adjust your sales materials, which is your resume and cover letter, right, in order to reflect your new career path, okay? So here's the deal. You want to pick 2 or 3 career paths that you've decided you want to pursue in order to reinvent yourself. And I suggest no more than 2 or 3. The ideal, obviously, is to narrow it down to 1, but 2 or 3 would be your max, okay? And it's very, very important to adjust your materials to reflect these new possible directions and to come up with a specific resume and cover letter for each direction. You don't want to take this step lightly, guys. It's very, very important because your resume and your cover letter, this is the first impression that you're making to a prospective employer. So you better make it a good one. Don't take this lightly. You want to make sure that you're making the best first impression possible. You've heard the saying, people make a split decision impression of you within the first 5 minutes of meeting you. They decide about who you are in the first 5 minutes or even a few seconds of meeting you. And it's the same way with your cover letter. They're going to make a decision about you very, very quickly. And you want them to want to keep reading and keep going through your resume in order to contact you for an interview, right? So don't take this lightly. Now, there are some online resources. There are actually a lot of online resources that can help you write your resume and cover letter. 2 of them are the website about.com and also quintessentialcareers.com. That's also a great website for career resources. And here's the deal. Those are very helpful. They can get you started on your materials. However, they can't tailor a resume to you. It is worth hiring a professional resume writer to work on your materials, guys. This is your career transition. It's a big deal. So it's worth it to spend a few $100s on rewriting your resume and tailoring it to your situation, okay? And here's the thing about resume writers. Here's a few things to expect, okay? Number 1 is don't expect to rush through this process. It takes time for them to get to know you, for them to understand what your talents and skills are and what to highlight on your resume. So if the person is not spending a lot of time with you on your resume, you need to question that. You need to find someone who's going to spend plenty of time with you on the phone interviewing you, and you may have to spend some time going through old employment records. Don't get frustrated with this. It's part of the process, and it will ensure that you have a very effective resume that looks good and presents you in the best possible light. So don't rush through the process. That's number 1. And number 2, in terms of pricing, it runs the gamut. You can expect to spend between $200 at the very low end to $500 or more on your resume. The key here is to think about what's your budget for your resume and to find someone who's reputable and who you feel comfortable with, okay? So remember that this is worth spending the time on, and it's worth spending the time on someone who's right. So 2 places to look for resume writers. Number 1, look at the National Resume Writers Association to find somebody reputable. They'll have a listing of people who are certified, for example. Another place to look is to ask friends and family members or even former coworkers for referrals. Referrals are always a great place. We also have resume writers on my staff, and we'd be happy to talk to you about our services as well. So your action step is this week to spend 30 minutes investigating and finding a resume writer that feels like a fit for you, okay? Look online, ask friends and family members for referrals, and spend a few minutes with those resume writers. Pick a handful of them that you want to interview, and spend a few minutes with them finding out what their process is. You want to make sure that you're comfortable with the person that you're talking to, and you feel like they can serve your needs and the career direction that you're going towards. So 30 minutes this week investigating and identifying 2 to 3 resume writers that you want to interview and check out. Rock and roll with this, guys. Good luck and have a great day.